Good Monday evening, YouTube modeling community. Pappy here at West Georgia Rods and Customs and Aerospace. Got a final to show y'all on a plane tonight. I have been building this Airfix 1/72nd scale Curtis Tomahawk Mark 11B or Mark 2B, however you want to look at it. I've been building this as part of the Charlie Mack appreciation build. And guys, I'll tell y'all what, I could not think of a better person to do an appreciation bill for than my old buddy Mac. I tell you what, he is like I say, I can't speak more highly of this man. He is a pillar of this community. He has a vast knowledge of a lot of stuff, historical and as well as styrene related also. And also, I am proud to call him my friend. Not too long ago, many of y'all know what he did in lieu of in memory of my father. He built a C-47 Skytrain, which is sitting on my stand right here behind me in the model shop. He built this in lieu of my dad and my mother. My dad flew the hump over in World War II. And he's heard many a story about my dad's flights over there on the China-Burma theater. And anyhow, he built that for me. And I tell you what, when Jeff and old Ferret Boy and Benny over at Food Bar Model Shop, when they said that they was going to do a appreciation group bill for Mac, man, I was the first one to chime in. I can't wait. So after sitting back, I even had a few chats with Mac and I even was asking him, I said, what do you want me to build for you, Mac? I'll build anything you want. You just tell me. And he said, Pappy, I like everything. That's just the problem. Well, you know what? I decided to take a fictitious Royal Air Force pilot name, which I just concocted off of the top of my head. And the theme, of course, to Mac's appreciation group bill was paint it in sublime green. Well, I don't really remember seeing any of these Curtis Tomahawks painted sublime green. But there was a lot of off colors that went into a lot of greens. There's olive drab. There's kind of a olive, not really olive, but it was more of a kind of a desert tan. And I did hide some green somewhere in here. And I'm going to show y'all, finally reveal where it's at. Many of you know sublime green is probably Mac's favorite color. He paints everything green. But anyhow, let me quit talking about Mac. Mac, you know I love you. I'm gonna show you something else. Also, guys, if you didn't know, I'm building this. I built this one as a in-flight model. So landing gear, the struts are up. I built a wooden base to go on it, just like he did for the C-47 that he built for my dad, and kind of followed the same footpath that he did for the bill from my dad. So, to no further ado, here we go. Guys, see if you can find the sublime green. Well, it's not there so far. Let me set the box out of the way. Let me get y'all up a little bit closer on this. This is the, as you can tell, I've got a lot of off greens in here. As far as the camouflage, that's an olive drab. Then any of the beige, that's kind of a desert tan. But laying out this camo pattern, it was fun. I really enjoyed this. This is a fun little build. I've actually got another. I got another kit out there in the garage of this same plane, and I'm planning on building it. I'm going to build it the same way. I'm going to build it just like this one, and that way I'll have one and Mike will have one. But if any of you been able to find the sublime green, well, the fictitious pilot figure that and I'm going to put some more pictures up here of the build as it went on, as it progressed here. The pilot figure that came with this kit, I painted it up in just Royal Air Force attire. As far as he had the royal blues on, got him all trimmed up. But I'll show y'all here just in a little bit. But if you can tell, the name of the fictitious little pilot his name is Royal Air Force Pilot Major Charles McGreen. Don't go looking it up in the history book, guys. No such guy. But I just kind of concocted this guy up. He was a hell of a fighter ace during WW2, shot down many a German plane. Due to the theme of his last name being McGreen, he always, when he would suit up, he'd put on that Royal Air Force pilot suit and tuck his tie in, put his scarf around his neck, and he would put that famous lime green helmet on. There's the lime green, y'all. Man, I had to throw a little bit out in there, but Charles McGreen always put his trusty lime green leather flying helmet on. So there he sits. He's ready to down a mini a German. Let me quit shaking here, but I'm kind of laughing. But guys, this was a fun build. I really enjoyed doing this build for Mac, and there's where I put the lime green at. But as you can tell, the olive drab right here and all that's an off shade of green, and then the desert tan. I also did, I'll show y'all up underneath it, as far as what I did for the a lot of shading. There's the struts are up right there. Did a lot of panel liner accents in that, and I built this low wooden base the other night. I just had some oak left over from an old project that I had, and built that. Kind of just cut it out, trimmed it out with over on the router table, and went and got me some clear polyurethane. This thing. So nothing's no stronger of a base than a good oak base, and I tell you what, that says a lot about old Mac himself. He's an oak base of this pillar of this community, and this is why I built it for him. Well, guys, I'm gonna throw up some still photos here at the very end of the video here. But as Mac normally does, I want to do one thing for old Mac. He does it for a lot of us. And I tell you what, I'll probably get a big head. I'll probably get a big head on this one, hope not, but if I do, oh well. I also, Mac, I tell you what, when you come down to the show this year, that bad boy and a few of these, I'm gonna hand you this. And also, y'all know me, I don't do a whole lot of these, but that plane, a lot of these, and maybe one of these, Mac, here's to you, bro. Mac, love you like a brother, man. There you go. Charlie Mac, friend to everybody. Ferrets hate him, Jeff loves him. God bless y'all. Take care. Pappy out.